ready to go in the wash. Okay, I got the first 22 RE head here. I have to put a rubber plate on here. Then I have to plug these 3 water jackets in the end one. I have an EGR crossover plate I bolt on there. A bunch of little pads. I'll put you on the hyperlapse. You guys hang on to your lunch, okay? Now I'm going to spray it with some soapy water. Look for cracks. I really got to check these exhaust ports on these 22 REs. They're really prone to pinhole cracking. I've had them spray like a fountain. I'll tell you, you could really get tied up in this machine. I got 50 pounds in it. 50 pounds. We're going to make sure there's nothing. No, it doesn't hurt the head. You gotta check this. I check this plug really good. Those are prone to leaking too. I can just pull that out and put some sealer on it. So let's spray it. I don't see anything. It'll crack here along the cam line. No, there's crack anymore. My plates are leaking a little bit, but it's still holding good air. This head's good. Now for the R head. I got lucky on this one. The guy brought it in with the EGR plate on it, so I'm not going to take it off. I'm going to take it off to rebuild it, obviously. But I'm just going to leave it on there to pressure test it. So I think we'll go back under the warp 9 setting. Here we go. Hang on. Okay, let's get this spraying. This is a 22R, the early one. Okay, they're both pressure tested good. I got to do a little fluff and buff on them and get the silicone off there, and then we'll get them in the glass feeder. We got some new valve guides for them. We're going to be putting a full set of guides in them, as well as the valve job, surfacing. Here we are with the R head. Look, somebody broke off the easy out in it. Let's get it out. There we go. We'll get that nice and bonded to that washer. Now let's weld this nut on here. Okay, we got David on it here. That thing is just stuck in there. I'm gonna have to drill it out, I think. That's fine. Nice. This is what was hanging on to it. They drilled sideways into it. Threads are still good. That bolt didn't want to come out, but I wasn't having none of that. Now let's see if this thing will work. I got to get them heads glass beaded, and I think this thing can do it. Bam! Oh, this thing's amazing. Let's see if I can put these in. I bet it can. Ready? Bam! Bam! Damn it. I guess it's tired. I'm going to have to put them in myself. Okay, so I got a full set of guides here. I'm going to change them all. I didn't even measure them, but I'm just going to change them. We don't want them to be loose. That air and put them in right. Let's get with it. Let me show me here closer. I like to spray a little of this in there. This is a bathroom cleaner. Cleans and deodorizes. Stick with air hammer. There we go, we just knock them all out. So we got this guy here being a problem. This is that same head that already tried messing with me. It should know not to mess with me. That's what we do with those. Let me try it from this side. You tell all the head you know not to mess with me, because I'm going to get you in the end. Let's get them in now. Those guys came out a little bit hard. These are +2s. I'm going to sand just the lead edge of these, just about here down where it hangs down through. There's no reason for it to press down through the head. They're going to go in nice and hard. They ain't coming out. So what I'm going to do is sand them. Just the lead edge. Watch your fingers. Keep a separation on this paper. You don't want to get your fingers wrapped up in there. You'll end up with more than 10 fingers. And a couple of them won't work. So I'll put you on hyperlapse. There you go, I got them all sanded, and now I'm going to put them in the freezer. That's going to do it for tonight. I'll come back again tomorrow. Bear says he wants to go home. Want to go home, Bear? We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hey, good morning. You guys came back. Or wait, you never left, did you? I left. Let's get the guides in them heads. Got David getting the guides. My little assistant. Oh, he's my big assistant. They're nice and frozen. Should go right in. Let's go. Got my Harley. Those ain't coming out. These have a ring. Make sure to chamfer the top and bottom of every guide. It's very important. Look, I'm setting up the camera. Look who came peekabooing. What are you doing, Bear? Okay, now I'm reaming the valve guides. They don't just fit right out of the box. And then you got to make sure to clean them really good. I got a brush here with some spray. Make sure they're nice and clean. I got the RE head in here, the R, carbureted one. Oil in it. My little assistant's bringing seals again. He's not bringing seals, he's bringing guides. These are nice and cold. We go. Here's my 45. It's going to start out with the exhaust. I picked it up by just looking at the valve size. It just has to be a tiny bit larger. Then we got to dress it. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to start off on the exhaust here, just going down the line, making that 45 all the way around. Dress the stone. Got to keep that stone dressed. If it's a little rough, it's not going to work right. Now I'm looking at all of them. Here's one I didn't like. Now we're going to the intake valves. And once again, we're going to do the 45s. Go down the line here. Looking for it to clean all the way around. This is the angle that the valve will seat on. Keep that stone sharp. Keep dressing it. Now I'm looking at it. Okay, I just ground the 45 here. Let me pick. This is the 45, the shiniest part. I cleaned this off after I graphited it to show you guys. Which seats on the 45 of the valve. But see how wide this is? That needs to be narrower. If we were lapping this, you'd end up with a wide angle, which would work. But I'm going to narrow it up. So I got a 60. This is going to go on the bottom, and then I have a 30. Get out of the way, 60. I have a 30 that will go on the top. So we'll narrow that angle down. I can move it, I can make it smaller or bigger depending on where it lays on the face of the valve. We don't want that 45 to go off the edge of the valve. We want it right in the middle. Also, this stone is a little bit too big, so I'm going to make it a little bit smaller because it will interfere and get into the aluminum, which wouldn't hurt anything, it'd just look horrible. So here we go, let's get just making that stone smaller with my diamond dresser, and now I'm putting the 30 on top of it there. And so now I'm going to go down the line here, the 60 and the 30, narrowing up that 45 and making it land just right where I want it on that valve. Now I'm inspecting it. I didn't like this one, I made it a little bit narrower. So here we go, 30 on the top, that's the 45, the darkened area, and down below that's the 60. The only purpose, like I said, is just to narrow up that seat angle. Okay, let's get the exhaust done now. Same as before, just going down the line here, 60 and a 30, dress that stone, got to keep that stone sharp. Just right on down the line we go, putting that seat just exactly right where I want it. Okay, that's what a 3-angle valve job is. See the 3 angles? There we go, ready to go in the wash. Hey, it's afternoon, the valve showed up, so let's get these heads in the wash. Okay, I got everything laid out here. New exhaust valves, these are all brand new springs. They're actually off of a 3-liter Ford. They have a little bit more pressure than the stock one, but not too much. You can't run too much pressure. A couple factory cam cores we had ground. And make sure you use a Viton seal, a high quality seal. So let me put you on the hyperlapse. You guys hang on to your lunch. Here we go, starting out with the RE, oiling up the stems, and over to the R, oiling up those stems. Oil on top of the guide, get the seals on there. Just using a hammer here with a socket to beat them on. Make sure they're straight, and compress the springs, and away we go. And we're going to switch sides here and go to the 22R. Same thing. These heads are basically the same, except they're a little bit different. More oil on the stems. Do not put these things together dry. They'll stick a valve. Here we go. Knock them on down with my hammer. I get my seal pliers, straighten that one out just a little bit. Pressing these now. 22RE here. Now back to the R. Getting the exhaust on. Now we go to the cam. Oil on the cam line there. Lots of oil. If you don't use oil, stuff's going to stick and it's not going to work properly. And final, tighten them down. And I think we're about done here. There you go, all done. Cams are nice and free. Have a look here. Look at that. Beautiful, huh? Hey, I made a short on these Toyota cams. Make sure you use a factory casting. We get these reground. There's no aftermarket I have found that will survive for some reason. I don't know what it is with the Japanese. I did a little short on it. That's going to do it. Thanks for coming along in this little journey of mine. A couple days there, wasn't it? I guess this is 3 days. Yeah. So anyways, you come back and see me again, and thanks a lot. Be nice. Bye.